might be thinking, oh, well, it's a really cool search engine. But in reality, what's happening now, and it's being released, and what's going to occur over the next 6 months to a year, is being able to shorten time frame and being able to get work done in a more efficient mechanism, save time, and the skills you need to do this are simply limited by your creativity. To an extent, I've had this argument with several people that technical skills will be downgraded in a favor for artistic and creativity and problem solving in order to utilize AI in the most creative manner. Now, for those of you who are really trying to say, what's the impact that I have and how fast is this going on? How many folks have truly started to play around with OpenAI's release just about a week and a half ago of deep research? Two things. You need to go look at this now and start playing around with it. Number two, this is probably one of the more important releases next to ChatGPT's release that occurred 2 years ago. But what I mean by that, if you start playing around with this is not anything short of a Gartner, Accenture level management consultant. You ask it a long form question and it will produce the most accurate 20-page industry-related information you have seen. And it costs $200 a month for you to access the pro version of this. And I'll say this in the previous slide, the cost of intelligence is plummeting to where what happened a week later is Perplexity came out with their free version of deep research, and there's a race on to potentially show how the initial agentic research capabilities out there are stepping on each other. I would guess in about a month or two, majority of these capabilities are going to be free and in the hands of every individual in here. I can't demonstrate this, and I wish I could, but when I've sent these reports to experts in the field, including legal teams, management consulting, those in venture capital, and I said, give me a question you think is hard to answer, and it is able to answer that question within 6 minutes. It is mind-blowing. And a lot of you out there are like missing this on a weekly basis because keeping track of AI is incredibly difficult. And now I'm not trying to shame you, saying, why aren't you paying attention? But I'm trying to say things are accelerating faster than we are currently able to comprehend. The so what? Everyone in here, there is no industry that is safe from the plummeting price of the cost of intelligence. And this is a key point. You do not need to pay for information any longer. You do not need to pay research analysts for this stuff. You are going to be able to access it now on your mobile device. Don't believe me? Go out to perplexity.ai. If you're a subscriber to that, they already have a deep research feature. You probably just haven't paid attention to it yet. More on this in a second. Toasters. I didn't come up with this analogy. I was listening to some podcast a week ago, and I was like, oh, that's a perfect analogy. How did the toaster come into existence? If you think about this, I usually in smaller groups go on a very discussion-based thing. You have to have several key things deployed first. Number one, you have to have a power source. Number two, you have to have electricity to the home. And number three, once that electricity is established, you must have someone think, you know what would be cool? I could plug this thing in the wall and it will toast my bread. Without the first two things in existence, and this is what's really relevant to those in here on the venture side, trying to see what is going to happen in the next 2 years. We do not know what the toasters are at this point. All we're staring at is AI models, the LLMs, the ChatGPTs, the search engines, and agentic capabilities. Power, electrical, question mark.